Good evening from central Connecticut, where it is 81 degrees, partly cloudy. Summer is joining us this evening, for a while anyway, till she gets bored. You gonna get bored? Smoking an Old Marksman. Tell a little story about this with some Mac Baren Scottish mixture. It's about 5 years old, the Mac Baren Scottish mixture, and it is hitting the spot tonight. We have out in the audience of 20 Pipes and Kayaks just dropping in. Doug Owen, NC Pipe Smoke, PB Street Gang, Tinker Toy 701, Jimmy Digital, Pungo Breyer, the famous Doug Owen. Did I see Matt R., Timothy Davis, Walter, Douglas McGrew? Want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Don't have a lot on the agenda. In fact, I don't have anything on the agenda. But I'm sure that everybody's got something to add out there in the audience, which has grown to 41. We love it. Matt the Piper, Doc the Elder, Gribbly, haven't seen you forever. Ron Grimes, how are you doing? You missed my weather report. 81 degrees, partly cloudy. Hello, Daniel Leslie. Joshua, hope you enjoy the Haunted Bookshop. I just put in my order tonight, and I had gone around in circles all week about what I was going to get with it, because I'm out of Pegasus now. Thought I would do something different, and I almost ordered Shandygaff, which I haven't had for a while. I love it. But I went with the tried and true Big and Burly. So we'll be doing Big and Burly again. Love that in the cooler weather. Since my Marksman pipe here went out, I'll tell that story. There was an antique store nearby here that I discovered sold pipe racks. This is going back about 15 or 20 years ago. So I would go in and I'd buy a pipe rack for like 20 or 25 bucks. And in the pipe racks, they'd have old pipes sort of as props. And the first time I bought a rack, I said, how much for the pipes? And they said, oh, it goes with it. So anyway, this came with one of those, and it was filthy, rotten, dirty when I got it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. The rim is very uneven. And I decided that either this had two owners or something funny happened, but there's definitely a dip over here where somebody continually held a match to it to light it. But then there's a very similar dip on the opposite side, different kind of a location. So I think it was a second owner. Really weird. But this thing's got to have thousands and thousands and thousands of smokes in it because it is just destroyed. Smoke's great though. And somebody took the stinger off, which when I first checked the pipe out, I thought, oh, they ruined it. But I really love the way this thing smokes. So we'll get her started back up again, huh? In case you missed it, it's Mac Baren Scottish Mixture. Timothy Davis. Daniel, the 320 is quite a bit larger than the 673. Cliff Higgins, good to see you. He's smoking some Lane 1Q. All we need is Scott from Aristocob here. That's his favorite, I think. Doug, I of course have a bunch of K Woodies that have stingers on them. Never snapped one of them off. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only pipe I have that had a stinger that got snapped off by somebody. And I have to agree with you that this thing really smokes dry without the stinger. So that may have been a blessing in disguise. What's my favorite corn cob pipe? I love them all. Aristocob is here. A happy belated birthday to Scott Markham. I believe it was 2 days ago, the end of July. Happy birthday, buddy. Pipe Brazil. Hello, my friend. Olive Wood Piper. Carl, how you doing? Yeah, Mike, I had thought maybe this week I would get a haircut, and then I thought I'd put it off till next week, but I called the barbershop and my person's on vacation, so it's definitely next week, unless they take 2 weeks, which I hope they don't, because it's getting a little unruly. It's starting to curl on the side, and that's how I know it's time to get it cut. 762 by 51. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. We will put that towards the Haunted Bookshop Fund. Yes, Mark, it's August. And as a matter of fact, August is the time I always pick out my vacations. And I sat down today with a calendar. And pretty much how it goes is that I think all the Thursdays between now and the end of the year I'm off, which gives me 3-day weekends for the rest of the year. I can live with that. I don't need consecutive days off during the week because I don't go on vacations anymore per se. So this will work out well. Oh, are you going to help me like that? Or do you like Zippos? Cliff, yes. I saw that there was a video about a trying to get help for Onion, and I didn't get to watch all of it. Smurfinelli 33 put it up. Everybody should check that out. Ashes of the Phoenix, good evening. Bulldog Piper, hope you are well. Pungo Briar, I got to try one of the Savinelli's tobaccos, agricultural products, and really enjoyed it. And I can't for the life of me remember which one it was. This is Summer, in case you missed it, Groovin' Piper. Summer is a female orange tiger, which is very unusual because something like 90% of orange cats are males. And I do have to say, we've had a couple orange tigers, and they are the most affectionate cats. Unbelievable. She's a sweetheart. Hello, Luke. It's good to see you. Hope all is well. Yeah. And we'll give our weekly shout out to BriarReport.org. Make sure to check them out when you have time. BriarReport.org, BriarReport.com. Your one-stop shop for everything pipes and cigars. Daniel, custom-built pipes. Of course I like them. Love them in the autumn. And of course I got a custom-built pipe from Byron Smith, which is not quite as chunky or clunky as the typical custom builts, and I enjoy smoking that thing year round. Really a great pipe. I think we're going to get a couple of more minutes out of this pipe. Duca Carlos, yes, a favorite of mine. I have a Duca Carlo 673, which is terrific. Tim V wants to know, good brand of pipe tobacco for a beginner. Oh, me goodness. So many to choose from. You can never go wrong with Carter Hall. And it tastes good too. Ashes of the Phoenix took his cat camping. I don't know that Summer would like to go camping. You never know, though. Cliff Higgins. Maybe we should turn the new pipe smoker onto Lane 1Q. That might do it. Lane 1Q, if I'm not mistaken, is the same thing as Captain Black White, the white pouch. So if you can get a hold of Captain Black in the white pouch, that might be a nice starter. Just go slow because It can bite. You may want to dry it out a little bit too. Daniel, definitely Haunted Bookshop. Savage 1222. Savage X 1222. It's McBaron Scottish mixture. Ah, Parker, yes. Lane Limited, Ready Rubbed. It's a good one. Can't go wrong there either. Pipe Brazil, talking about HGL. That's a nice crossover English, aromatic, great stuff. Have some right around the corner. Ever had Planta stuff? I think I have some here somewhere. I had something on it that said Planta. Or am I mistaken? Nope, McClellan X90. Oh well. Wait a minute. What does that say? Planta Mellow. Planta also makes Presbyterian mixture. I didn't know that. The comments are going fast and furious. Scott says Captain Black Royal is closer match to 1Q than the classic Captain Black. Well, you can take that to the bank, folks, because Scott knows his 1Q. Presbyterian, I love it as well. And I think we're going to move to the Friday Savinelli. Oh, what do I feel like? What's in this drawer? What do you think there, Sam? What do we want? How about some ribbon cut burley? Yeah, we're going to do some ribbon cut burley. Spark up that 673. I have to say that I get an awful lot of comments on my messenger on the telephone, and 75% of the messages I get are people that have just bought a 673 or they just ordered one. That's a fun fact to know. And probably almost all the rest are people that have tried Haunted Bookshop for the first time. Hey, don't be moving that. No, don't do that. Hey, come over here. Oh, we got technical problems here. Come on. You want to go? Huh? Do you want to go? You can go if you want. Just don't shut me off. Oh, how annoying. There's something clogging my pipe. Parker, gentleman caller. At one time, I thought that might overtake. Oh, boy, this pipe is loaded. One time, I thought gentleman caller might overtake Haunted Bookshop. I liked it that much. And 6 months into smoking it almost all the time, I started getting tired of that little bit of deer tongue that's in it. So that was the end of that. But still a great blend. I might have to attack this with another tool. We have 106 in the house. You guys are terrific. Dallas win. Kevin, that would be awesome. Getting to the Chicago Pipe Show. Oh, this thing is, there we go. That was a lot of pipe cleaner material, I think. See, Sarge, when you use too many pipe cleaners, it clogs your pipe. Oh my, this is like a big project here. I think I'm gonna have to do something different. So for the first time, you guys will get to see what comes out of this. This is gonna be amazing. You ready? Oh, there it goes. I think we got it. Pirate cake, yes. Another terrific agricultural product. Now we're in business. Yeah, believe it or not, I took out a couple of bigger chunks before that chunk came out. V-shaped tapered bowl. I don't know about that. A V-shaped tapered bowl. All the bowls I've ever seen go straight down. Tillerman 70H. I see you made it. He's smoking some Kramer's Cary Grant in a Morgan's Bone 9mm. Austin Byerly, how often do I perform a deep cleaning? I used to do the deep cleanings once a month. which did not include salt and alcohol treatment. It was just a cleaning of the stem and the shank with pipe sweetener, rubbing alcohol, that type of thing, reaming out the bowl. And now, because I've gotten lazy in my old age, I do really well with cleaning out the shank and the stem. I don't always do that great with the pipe sweetener, just because it's over there. But I do a fairly good job keeping the bowl cake at the suggested thickness. So even though I'm not as good as I used to be, you'd never know the difference. If I do happen to realize that I'm not enjoying one of my pipes, I will do a little extra on it. And that usually takes care of any problems. Smooth pipes versus rusticated. I like them both. Tend to go more with the smooth, though. Mark Stengel, I have to agree with you. Well, especially when I used to get the estate pipes. There's nothing like seeing a pipe that somebody enjoyed to the point where it's filthy, rotten, dirty. And when you get that cleaned up, there's a real, I don't know, there's a real thrill in knowing that you're almost sharing a bowl with the last person that smoked it. So pretty cool stuff. Maiko. BB, thank you very much. Glad you could make it here. Ralph McCulley, if I didn't say hi earlier, I meant to because I saw your name flash by. I myself am pretty much done with buying pipes. I have everything I need. And we'll think seriously about selling off a lot of stuff when I'm sitting around retired. Joe, good point, especially with the Peterson system pipes that we talked about. I think it was last week. I think I figured out I get like 5 bowls before I have to kind of deep clean the reservoir in the Peterson system pipe. Otherwise, the pipe really starts to taste foul. No, actually, in the background there is my brother. Yes. Daughter, Dallas Wynn, thank you for asking. My daughter ended up taking some kind of medication for her stomach, and it hasn't bothered her as much since. So, knock on wood, she's doing better. Wife is doing status quo. Pipe Brazil. I don't like filters in general, so you're asking the wrong person. But we do have a number of people here, Pipes and Kayaks being one, who smoke filtered pipes for one reason or another. Favorite pipe in my collection is the 673, of course, of which I now have 5. Cliff Higgins says everyone should check out the Inspired Pipers interview with Michael from Bishop's Pipes, posted today. It's really good. And we are at 30 minutes past the hour of 7. What else have we got in the comments? Yes, I smoke straight pipes, although not very often. And let's see. That custom built is a straight stemmed. A number of the Gray Bows and K Woodies are straight stemmed. Generally, though, when I pick a pipe out of the cabinet, the chances are that it's got a quarter bend to it. I see Orlik Golden Slice mentioned. Very good. I never had Bugler. I thought that was for rolling your own cigarettes. But what do I know? Hey, Ralph, are you buying K Woodies new, or are they estates, or where are you finding them from? The last new K Woody I bought, I couldn't believe that the quality had dropped as much as it had. I'll have to show it someday and compare it to a 1940s K Woody. Absolutely amazing. Old new, he says. Oh, one Tony K, you just made me realize I forgot to order pipe cleaners when I put in my order tonight. These Brigham pipe cleaners are just too thick, and they barely go through the stems of my pipes. They're okay for the shank, but they don't want to go through the stems. Oh, well. Buzz Baked Productions, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. 91 in the house. 34 minutes past the hour. Austin, I never had one of those vest pipes. They're pretty cool, though. I like them. The the new K Woody that I bought from a brick and mortar. It was probably in the early 2000s. And I don't see it right off the bat, but yeah, I think it just looked like somebody rushed through making it. And my second or third smoke, the stem went all cockeyed. I know there's a way to fix that. I just have never gotten around to it. I don't know. I just didn't think that it was anywhere near the quality of the old ones. Oh, Daniel, I don't think you're going to get any different cooler smokes from a full bend than a quarter bend, but I could be wrong. Little Canada Dry ginger ale. Anthony, how long would you let a pipe rest after a major cleaning? Excuse me. If you're just talking about what I mentioned, taking care of the stem, the shank, reaming the bowl, if you're using an alcohol-based cleaner, which most people do, Everclear or something like that, you can pretty much smoke it right away. But it would be probably smoke a lot drier if you waited until that dried up a bit inside. So I usually do a cleaning like that after my last bowl in it, so it'll rest for, well, my pipes rest a week, so certainly overnight you'd be very safe. I don't dedicate pipes to certain brands of agricultural products. Nope, never did. I shouldn't say that. When I first started, I liked cherry aromatic, and there was one pipe that I had that I only smoked the cherry in it. But these days, I smoke anything and everything out of them. Yes, it looks like we could be buffering again. I'm not getting it at this end, but I know last week when everybody was getting it, it wasn't showing up on my monitor. So, hey, Mark in Rhode Island, we got to get together and figure out what we're doing for meeting up this October. Tillerman 70H. Never had Verner's, but I do like the Canada Dry out of everything that's available. Jeffrey Feinberg, good to see you. Pipes, etc. Greetings, my friend. Hope all is well with you. No, Daniel, I don't worry about ghosting because most of what I smoke is, my goodness, 762 times 51. Thank you very much for that little contribution to the tip jar. Yeah, so I don't worry about ghosting because I'm smoking stuff like Old Joe Krantz, Haunted Bookshop, Pegasus. It's all burley. It's the same genre. If I do smoke in English, I'm not worried about a little bit of Latakia carrying over because I don't mind Latakia either. Pipe Rider. Hey, a little update on the lawnmower. Both of them are running fine. And I took the mechanic's advice and I bought a new gas tank. Used up the old gas and got rid of the old gas tank. So the next time I got to do my lawn, I'm going to be using a fresh gas tank, a fresh load of gas. So I shouldn't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to Kevin Corrigan, good evening, happy Friday. I'm going to rebuild the carburetor probably next spring. They're only $16 and you can put a fuel filter on the fuel line, and that'll be my project for then. And of course, I'm not going to store the things with gas in them this year. Those days are gone. Pete, I think somewhere right below where you make the comment, there's a $sign in a like a box, and that's how you donate. Thank you for all your support there, Jeffrey. I know you did some marathon 860 video watching. The ice cream freezer. No, one Tony K. The carburetor on the lawnmower. And it actually isn't rebuilding it. It's basically taking the old one off and putting a new one on. I shouldn't say rebuilding, replacing. If you want to see some ghosting, try some, it's a Coniston cut plug. Make your all your tobacco taste like soap. Jeffrey, I have another person who watches a lot of my videos, and they say it helps them get to sleep. I don't know if that's good or bad. Holding steady at 98 in the house, 44 minutes past the hour of 7. I think I'll load the pipe one more time. I'll watch some of the conversation in the live chat. And we'll load up with a little of Don Mills, Ohio Burley. This will keep me out of trouble tonight. Yeah, Jeffrey, I was going to at one time do a special video for this person who was telling me how great it was to fall asleep to my videos. I was going to do a special bedtime video, and I never got around to doing it. It was going to be some sort of a story that I told when I was really mellowed out. I should probably still think about doing that. Of course, maybe we could get Sarge to sing "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood." I can't believe he remembered all the words to that song. Cogs and Sprockets, thank you so much for adding to the Haunted Bookshop Fund. Midnight with Matches, yeah. Oh, yes, Pungo, you mentioned, I think before we started tonight, about the Toscanos. And I've really gotten hooked on those things, especially after work, like on a Thursday when it's really my Friday. It's the end of my work week. And having one of those on the drive home, oh, it's fantastic. In Brazil, it's 8:44 for anyone who's interested. Mark in Rhode Island, you're killing me. Yeah, Providence Water. We'll have to meet up with those guys again. They were pretty nice guys, actually. Hey, Gribbly, you have a great evening, and thanks so much for coming by. It was great seeing you. Cal Delta Piper is at work as usual, not doing his work as usual, but stopped in to say hello. Thanks an awful lot there, buddy. Dallas Wynn wants an opinion on mortar pipes. Everybody, in my opinion, should have a mortar pipe. And when I first started out, everybody said you should have a meerschaum, which of course, after I got one, I thought, well, I could have lived without this. A mortar, you really, really need to think about getting one. And Olive Wood Piper or Rick Black, he makes great mortar pipes. They really smoke cool, fantastic smokes. Really think about getting one. All righty, 48 minutes past the hour, 49 minutes past the hour. Time for matches to wrap this up. Oh, we have tomorrow, August 3rd, Saturday afternoon matinee, 3 p.m. We do this once a month for the folks across the pond, but everybody's welcome. So if you can make it tomorrow at 3 o'clock, we'll see you then. Otherwise, I'll thank you all for joining us tonight, and we'll catch you next Friday night. Everybody have a great weekend. Bye.